Joey Boosted, second starter video on this channel. This is a 2011 Mazda CX-7 non-turbo model. I can't find any videos, so thought I'd make one myself. I just took off the cover of the engine there. That's it. I'm not taking off the intake. I'm not taking off anything else. I did remove this that little Prestone tank. You just pull it up and out. That's it. But besides that, I think you can do everything by just having that tank out of the way and then going underneath and just removing a few of these bolts so this drops down. So essentially what I did is let me show you on here. There's two bolts, bottom, top. This you don't do anything with. This just connects the little, I think the solenoid to the starter, whatever, but you don't do anything with this. So you're really only doing three things: these two bolts and this. And then this connects a group of electrical, or this is a connector for an electrical harness. What I did is I just took a size, like if you see right here, there's a little stud right there. It looks terrible with it, but you just gotta trust me. There's a stud right there, you see it? And there's a bracket that I just took off of that stud right here. It's a little bracket. There you go, that's better. Little bracket with this electrical connection. That bracket, it goes like this. Stud comes through the starter. There's that bracket for that electrical connection bundle and that size 13 over it. So I just took off the size 13, moved the bracket out of the way. Now the top's free. I'm gonna do the same thing with the bottom. Just gonna take it off, size 13. And then this thing right here, I think is a size 13 or 12. It depends on the starter you have. So you just gotta test it. But after freeing that top bolt, the one underneath, you can kind of, well, I put my phone down there to see it. I'm just gonna do it real quick so you guys. So I'm gonna show you. Let me drop this down. Let me drop this down here. Okay, so right there, that is where this bracket went, right there. This bracket has it, see it? I took that bracket off of there. So that is the top of the starter. The bottom of the starter is right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I took off, where is it? This had like a little connection from the bottom. I'll show you. I'm here. The only thing I touched to gain more access was this little clip right here. I know it's kind of not the best video, but there's a clip right here. It broke, but you just pop that off with a screwdriver and then you can move this around and you can access the starter right here a little bit more to like move it to get to the bottom screw. All right, so after I got that bracket removed with the first 13 millimeter nut, it seems like it's a 14 millimeter nut that's on the top starter bolt. Broke the top stud bolt, or I'm sorry, top stud nut with the size 14, the final one, like this. So you can access it with about a foot of extension, a swivel, and a 14. The whole stud. So this is how it goes, to show you. It goes like this. It's on the car, bracket, another nut over that secures the bracket to that. That's how it goes. This one down here is just the stud slash nut I need to see, and then we just got this. I'm really reiterating it because the other videos were not clear on that online. That's really accessible. It's that one right there. It's the one where all the electrical lines go to. This one right here is what I'm working on. Keep in mind the new starter and the old starter might not share the same size. This is a 13, it's 12 on the actual car. You just need it like this. You bring it in and you can access the wires, or where it goes, right like that. It's not that bad. You just boom, just follow the wires, it connects to it. Bottom one, this is how I just got it off. It's a little bit difficult, but you need a breaker bar because it's on there. A breaker bar, and then I got the adapter for the breaker bar from 1/2 to 3/8, and then a size 14 long socket. And I just put it down there and pull, and you can even really kind of see the bottom bolt. You just have to get in there, but it's behind these wires. You can see it. Just look at the starter. It's there. But yeah, now I'm just gonna unscrew the rest by hand. That size 14 out, I just broke it free with the breaker bar, and then I used pretty much this exact setup to get to it. Just about a foot extension, swivel, and that to get it out the rest of the way after breaking it. We're putting it right there. Now that those two are out, we can move this around. We can move the whole starter so we can kind of get this piece off because we got to wiggle it. And then there's one more electrical connection we just have to hit with a screwdriver and pull it off. But we can do that now that the two bolts are off, and you can move the starter around a little bit easier. Literally just pops off like that, and then we'll do that little connection, which is kind of hard to film, but like I said, it's really easy. It's just this piece here. You just gotta move it around and hit it with a screwdriver, and then we could pull it off, which, like I said, it's easy. It's just hard to see. Good enough. Yep, let me zoom in. You can wiggle it to where it is right there, and then we can hit that. And literally all I did is you have to pull with one hand, and the other, you kind of just push this down right here. You push that down and pull right here with the other hand, and it comes off. Now we can wiggle the starter out and free. A little bit of a pain, but yeah, you kind of like wiggle out the side, and I think we're going to drop it from the bottom. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Drop it and put it up from the bottom. And with a lot of swearing, it is out. Now, installation's reverse of removal. I'm going to put this up from the bottom, up, put it in, get these connections on because it's easy to wiggle on while it's loose, and then just thread the bolts in and tighten it. That's a lot. You can't actually drop it in right here. You just have to like move stuff to the side and like pull cables, but you could drop it in. I connected this one, this little electrical connection on the side. I'm about to get it in place in the engine and then start with this one and then the two bolts. All right, so dropped in, got that piece clicked on, that easy one, and those two screws aren't in yet, those two bolts. It's still loose. I just went ahead and got that little nut on the electrical connection on. Also, when you slide that bracket, this bracket right here, make sure it clicks because that holds it in place on the stud. But yeah, still loose. So one electrical connection, two electrical connection tight. Now I'm just gonna wiggle it into place the rest of the way and get those two connections, the stud and the bolt on the bottom. And then don't forget to get that bracket on top after putting the stud on, but I'll show you. Went ahead and put the top stud in and the bottom bolt in. Surprisingly, after you wiggle this for a little bit, it lines up pretty easy, so it's not that crazy. Top bolt is right there, and bottom bolt, you kind of just have to reach under and feel it. But now this is what I was trying to say about the bracket. This bracket, see that hole? It slides over. Let's see if we can show you. Don't mind it's getting a little shaky. There we go. So this bracket right here, if I can get it without shaking so much, hold on. Okay, this bracket goes like that. And then the nut goes on top of that. That's important. That's the hardest part of it. Or not the hardest part, but like something that's, you know, important. But yeah, we just put this little nut on top of that stud where we just put the bracket, and we'll be good to go. That's up. You can tighten both connections, and you can loosen both connections in the top, or I should say the nut, the stud and the nut, with this by itself. You don't need all the swivels for the top piece. You don't need all the swivels for this part right here. You can get the stud out, the nut that goes over it, and everything off just with this. Just in hindsight. But yeah, make sure everything's tight. Both bolts. 1, 2. This is tight. That connection's on until it clicks. And then get that little black piece right here. And make sure you click it on. Boom. Bottom is tight. Use the same thing, tighten the bottom bolt right here. Battery negative is back on. Coolant thing is back on, the overflow. You didn't even really have to take this off. I just took it off when I was trying to figure out how to be able to do this. Everything is bolted up, and I put the tray back up underneath. I put the few 10mm bolts in it. So, all right, if you could try it, start her up. Pour favor. It done work. That's it. Let's go.